A huge gameplay showcase for the next major Doom the Dark Ages update was just revealed alongside a very interesting teaser for a potential new melee weapon from the campaign DLC. Those who were previously unsatisfied with the enemy destruction system will be happy to hear that this update makes notable improvements to the blood and gore effects produced by melee strikes and firearms. Additionally, enemies that are not gibbed upon death will now exhibit better ragdolls that should go a long way in making players feel more powerful than ever. And just in case that wasn't enough, you will finally gain the ability to swap melee weapons and shield runes during combat. For controller players, pressing right on the directional pad will select the next melee weapon, while pressing left on the D-pad will equip the next available shield rune. The option to switch back to the previous rune or melee weapon is included in the settings, although they're seemingly unbound by default. The Brink of Death system that prevents players from being instantly killed by most power attacks is now customizable, allowing you to choose between the current difficulty and a new hard mode that caters towards the more experienced slayers. Those features surprisingly aren't the main focus of this content drop, as the update's goal is to improve the Ripatorium by not only greatly expanding the level of customization, but also implementing pre-made encounters for players who want to jump straight into combat without any additional setup. At launch, the Ripatorium 2.0 will include 3 default presets: medium, challenging, and sadistic. It was confirmed that additional presets will be added on a semi-regular basis, ensuring that returning slayers always have something new to try out each time they enter the Dark Ages. After you've cut your teeth on the pre-made encounters, you can try your hand at the massively improved Encounter Manager, which now allows players to fully customize up to 5 total waves of demons. Each individual wave will have its own passcode that can be saved or shared with friends, meaning that others within the community can try your creations without needing to manually change every value. Game Director Hugo Martin and Community Lead Joshua Boyle announced that 6 custom community-made encounters will be featured in the Ripatorium alongside the default presets. These slots will be changed regularly and will highlight some of the more popular and well-made experiences, which will hopefully encourage some of you to invest more time and effort into creating your own breed of hell. They're also implementing a handful of quality of life improvements on top of the major changes. Most importantly, 5 additional music tracks will be added to the jukebox, with those being Wither and Writhe, Bloodspill, Theomachy, Divine Retribution, and From the Ashes. All 3 arenas are receiving much needed improvements that will introduce more obstacles, giving you the chance to break enemy line of sight more frequently without disrupting flow. Once you've nearly completed a wave, the remaining enemies will be tagged with markers that can be seen through geometry so that you can find small, slow-moving stragglers more easily. During the Slayers Club live preview stream, Hugo and Josh stated that while the update won't be releasing for at least another 2 weeks, we can expect to see it at some point within the next month, meaning that you should be able to tear through the improved Ripatorium before November ends. As expected, the 6 custom community encounters won't be included at launch. They hope to have the first wave of creations added to the mode before Christmas, although we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. At the very end of the livestream, Hugo gave us a relatively vague DLC teaser that could actually reveal the melee weapon we'll be using in the expansion.
The word of the day.
Okay. We haven't done this in a minute.
The word of the day that
is
for the DLC. It rhymes with steer. That's it. That's the word. The word for the DLC for the day. It's a hint. It's not. And I'm gonna say what it is.
Yeah.
It rhymes with steer.
After a brief moment, the chat figured out that the word that rhymes with steer is likely spear, and this was Hugo's reaction.
Yeah, y'all need to. So I'm seeing beer. I'm not gonna say what I'm seeing. I'm just gonna say, I'm seeing
some things.
I got. I'm gonna say nothing.
Okay.
I'm looking at the chat. I'm rubbing my chin and I'm saying interesting.
That feels on brand. That feels good.
That's it. So,
judging by his refusal to read off the word, I think it's fairly safe to assume that some form of spear will play a role in the DLC, which could mean one of 2 things. Either the World Spear location will be making a return, or the Slayer will get his hands on some form of spear weapon. I personally believe that Hugo's hint is referring to a new item and not a location, as a spear could be used as both a combat and puzzle-solving tool, but there's really no way of knowing until we get full confirmation. Hugo also shared a lot more information about the DLC story direction. Click on the video that's on screen now to learn more. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. That's pretty much all that I have for now, though. Until next time.